And you know I'm a
Oh
big Tua
my
fan.
God.
I'm a big Tua fan, and I said, yeah, I picked them in our pigskin pool. I took them. No, I didn't. I took Atlanta, and that's where I took one loss because I ride with Miami
I always
all
take
freaking
Atlanta.
year, and I took Atlanta. Maybe that's why they won it. The power of us.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I pick against Miami every time though. So
It doesn't matter to you. You win more than you
there
lose
we
if you
go.
do that.
Pretty much.
It's like being a Cincinnati fan. I can relate. I mean, for God's sakes, we gave the winless Jets a win. Ah,
That that is embarrassing.
yeah, that's the
That
way.
is
That's the
embarrassing. I mean,
Bengals
even
way
the
of doing it.
Dolphins beat them. Like, come on, man.
That's the Bengals way of doing it, man. That's just the Bengals way of doing
There we go. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Donnie Mac, we're back for another wonderful episode. It's Monday night, Donnie Mac. You know what that means? It's Monday night football, my
it.
friend.
Football,
It is
baby.
Monday night football. We got some big things happening tonight. We get the Jets getting their first win. We got Black Eyed Tua getting a win. It's pretty fun, man. Donnie Mac. I'm having fun, man. Where do we want to start?
Hey, first things first. I mean, we're going to get to the meat and potatoes. It's Monday night kickoff, but
Monday night.
tonight's game, Marshentime, you got to agree with me. It's not as appealing as a lot of the games we saw this weekend, or most of our primetime games, or the primetime Thursday night game that's coming. But it is a game
I
tonight.
don't know
We
if I
don't.
call it prime time, but all right.
Eh,
It's a Thursday night game, but
it's prime time though. It is prime time,
it's
and
Thursday night though, Donnie Mac.
your boys will be showing up. Your
Yeah,
boys
yeah.
will be showing
Well,
up.
what
March
the
time.
problem is? What Dolphin team is going to show up? Are we talking about the Dolphin team that
Is that
we've
a
seen
problem?
play
Is that a
against the Atlanta
problem?
Falcons, where the defense looked unstoppable and then the
Well,
offense looked amazing? Or are we talking about
I
the
will say this.
Dolphins that played against the New England Patriots and got absolutely blown out?
Well, I would say this, Marchentime, and a lot of tabloids say I didn't watch the game. I was a victim of Spookyville this weekend, but I will tell you this: I watched a lot of highlights from the Miami Dolphins, and I read a lot of tabloids, and I saw what was going on there. It was a different offensive scheme. That wasn't your regular Mike McDaniel scheme right
True,
there. They brought in
very
an
true.
extra protector, and they started making some business there. I think that's a positive thing. They keep that kind of going. Yeah, the opponents, they're going to catch on to what you're doing. You just did it to the number one defense. So who cares if the number two defense catches on to it, because they got to stop you. And that's one thing Miami's got. They've got some playmakers, man. They can do that. Jalen Waddle, A Chain, they both proved that on Sunday. But that defense, I think, Marshentime, let's talk about it. That defense was most important, man.
I mean,
That
you're
was
talking
most
about
important
one of the most prolific rushing offenses in the league.
in the
While
league.
Miami's being ranked dead
Hmm.
last in rushing defense, they came
Yes,
in
sir.
and absolutely shut them down. I mean, we're talking about Bijan Robinson, who is
That's a
leading the
mindset.
league in scrimmage yards.
Yes,
Well, he
sir.
was. He was. He's not anymore. But he was leading the league in scrimmage yards, and the Miami Dolphins defense, who was ranked dead last, finally showed up. That's what
Yeah.
worries me, though. I don't want to build up hope, man, but
Well,
that defense finally showed up.
March time, we watch this time in and time out. I don't care what level of sport of football you're in, right? You're talking about football. I don't care what level. When you see the other side of the ball giving you an opportunity, it gives you confidence. It gives you
Yeah,
confidence to
true.
go and execute your thing. Sending these blitzes, these all out blitzes and getting home, making that play. You know what I mean? This kind of, they feed off of one another. This could be a momentum week for the Miami Dolphins. Don't hold your breath on that, but that defense is
I'm
going to
not
feed
holding
up.
my breath at all.
They're going to feed off of that offense, and I think we'll see a lot more of what we just saw Sunday.
No, I mean, I think you're right on that one. I think we're going to see
I
a
really
lot
do.
more, 6 man, 6 man offensive linemen down. It looks better, honestly.
It
They
did.
got the ball out of Tua's hands quickly because, I mean, he probably couldn't see out of one eye, which maybe helped him out. I don't know, Maybe he got punched in the face,
Hey, hey,
Maybe he
take
got
it
punched in the
easy on
face in
my boy.
practice. So,
Take it easy on my
I think
boy.
that's what happened, honestly. I don't think he had an infection. I think he got punched in the face. I think,
He took a
you know
bumblebee to the eye, man.
yeah, that's
Stop
what. Yeah, yeah, stinging like a beamer kind of thing. But, listen, it made him throw the ball better.
it. It
I
did.
mean, he still had a couple errant throws that he needs to pull down. He needs to bring in. We'll see
But
if he
there was
does it
no
against the
pressure,
Baltimore Ravens.
Marchentime. There
There
was
was not as
no
much pressure.
pressure.
There was not. And
That
that's
was the
because the
big
run
deal.
game. The run game
Hmm.
did its job. They had 185 combined rushing yards and 2 TDs. That's awesome. They brought in the 6'2" Ollie Gordon to really be that bruiser back. They had
Yes, sir.
Jalen Wright to be the change of pace back, and then you got Devon Achane, who's just he's good. He's a very good running back.
He's beyond good, Marchentime. He's kept his team alive for the last 6 weeks. I mean, this has been the shining light, and nobody can disregard that. HN has
True.
been the shining light all season for the Miami Dolphins. And what did Mike McDaniels do, Marchentime? He did what one of the greatest coaches in the NFL would have done. I don't care what error. He went back to old school football. He put an extra man up front. He played defense, and he pounded the football. He got it done. That's one thing Mike McDaniels we've never seen from that guy before.
We haven't.
That's that's
They stopped
positive.
most of the motioning. They stopped most of that.
They
And
stopped it.
listen, they just said, you know what? Stop my
Old
running
school
game.
football. That's
Like
it.
I like
Old
it. I
school
like it.
football. You went to your best player. That's what got you to home, man. The whole team fed off of that crap. And when I see it next week, I'll be a believer. But I got to see it next week, man.
No, I
Got to see it.
100%. Listen, man, I'm not
Or
putting
this
any
week.
hope in it right
I
now.
should say this
Any
week.
hope? Is that true? Thursday night. We're
Yeah.
going to see it Thursday night against the Baltimore Ravens, who have a really good defense. They've been
Yep.
slacked off this year, but we've seen it this week. They came back out. The Baltimore Ravens defense looked good against Chicago.
Yes,
I
they
know
did.
they've looked weird. They haven't looked as strong as they were last year, but the Baltimore Ravens as a whole haven't looked very good the whole year.
No, they haven't.
So I mean, we're going to see what's going to happen. We got 2-5 teams going up, 2-6 teams going up against each other. Um, Listen, I'm not going to quote anything yet, but I'm rooting for my Dolphins, but I'm not taking the Dolphins. I'm just saying that right now.
You know what? I'm not taking the Ravens neither. I will say that the Ravens haven't proved nothing to me all season. Derrick
True.
Henry with his
Very true.
fumbles, yeah, he has been consistent the last 2 weeks. We got Lamar back on the Baltimore side.
Maybe.
A little bit,
No
yeah,
guarantee yet.
maybe. No guarantee yet. A little bit of volume to save Flowers, but we got positive on the other half of the fence. This is a 50-50 game, and I'm curious to see the Vegas split when this gets to game time. I'm very curious to see this, Marshentime.
It's a good question, man. We'll see it in a couple nights. We'll see
Yep.
what happens, and but let's talk about some other games here, Donnie Mac.
Let's
We've
do
seen
it,
the
man.
Dolphins. What about the Broncos? Absolutely dismantling the Cowboys. I mean,
Yeah,
they shut down their
maybe.
number one target, the number one tight end in the league, in Jake Ferguson. He got one target, Donnie Mac. One target.
And they put 44
Zero
on the
catches.
board at the same time. This is a
44.
high-powered Cowboys offense now. This is with a healthy CD Lamb,
Yep.
good Carl Pickens, Javante Williams.
Yep.
Everybody was healthy. Dak Prescott was healthy, and they only put 24 up. And that was a garbage 24
I was
points.
about to say, that was
Martin.
garbage time.
That was a garbage 24 points because Denver was serious on defense. They shut that crap down, and they was not playing it. I mean, you remember the beginning of the year when I said if anybody had a shot to contend in this division against Kansas City, it's this team. And that was
Yeah.
why, right there. If you
100%.
could shut down an offense like that, wow, dude, you're doing good. I don't care what
No.
they did on offense, but when they shut down an offense like that on defense, they're doing good.
No, I mean, dude, listen, watching this game, this was a great game. I mean, Dak Prescott absolutely looked horrible.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
under pressure
Oh, yeah.
the whole time, threw 2 interceptions, probably should have thrown a third,
Yeah.
but listen, CD and George Pickens are doing their thing, right? They both had a bunch of catches. The problem is, I think Dak Prescott is relying too much on them. Instead of trying to bring in Tolbert, instead of trying to bring in Ferguson a little bit more, bring in Williams. I think that he was trying so much to get those two the ball that it was affecting his game. You're playing against some of the best cornerbacks in the league on the Denver Broncos,
Yeah, you
including
can't
the
do that.
best and Pat Surtain. I'm sorry. Pat
They
Surtain's
know
the
who
best
your
quarterback
guys
in the
are.
league. You know
You're
who
right.
it is. I
Yep.
mean, you can't be doing that.
You're right, 100% Marshentime. And you know what? I think the difference we're watching here, and I don't want to prolong this more than we have to. The difference we're watching here is Kellen Moore is not there. Kellen Moore
True.
used to implement those screens. Man, he used to get that pressure off these guys, you know what I mean, and get a little bit more screens, outside involvement there. But that's the difference. Offensive coordinator right there. You're 100% right, man. He's relying too much on his guys, and that's what's got him through most of this season. So he tried to do it again, and it didn't work.
It definitely did
It
not
did
work.
not work.
He fell flat on his face. And listen, man, I'm excited to see these Denver Broncos because we've seen them make some crazy comebacks this year already. They finally started off strong in the game, and we've seen what happened. They dominated the whole game, and I loved it,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely, Marshentime. Let's move on to my next favorite game. We're going to
Let's do it.
review this. I love doing this on Monday night. We get to review everything
Yeah,
we saw
100%,
yesterday.
man.
I love doing my favorite game here. That was a good one. New England Patriots at the Cleveland Browns. One of my favorites of the day right here. The New England Patriots hung 32 points on the
They
Browns.
did. 21 in the
30
third.
21 in the third. Dude, I'm telling you what, Martian Time, that is a good defense. And I'll emphasize this by this.
Hmm?
Myles Garrett had 5 sacks in that game.
He
5 sacks in that
He
game,
did.
Martian Time.
He
That
did.
blew my mind. I did not see that. Drake May keeps climbing the ladder as the most improved quarterbacks in the league. And Mike Vrabel,
True.
again, one of my teams that I picked preseason. And I think you did too, Martian Time, to be very much well over what they won last year and be very good this year. And that's the New England Patriots. I am very surprised to see this, but I'm not surprised. How do you feel about that?
You know, listen, the Browns. I don't know, man. The Browns need a lot of help. I don't feel like this is that impressive. I think the Browns defense is not that good as everybody thinks it is. It's Myles Garrett. That's pretty much what the Browns defense is right now. And I mean, we've seen Myles Garrett. He had a game. I mean,
He
he's
had a game, man.
unstoppable. If he was
He
on a
had a
different
game.
team, it may be a completely different story. I mean, we're talking about defensive player of the year every year. It seems like, but the Cleveland Browns. I mean, what can you say? Judkins gets hurt again. The guy, one shining light in their season so far, Judkins, who's been doing really well. He gets hurt second quarter, and then you could just tell they just couldn't run the ball. They could not run the ball against the New England Patriots. And the New England Patriots just took advantage of that, and they pinned their ears back, and they just put pressure on Dylan Gabriel,
Yeah,
who is
yeah,
a rookie. This is only his
yeah.
fourth start. And he didn't do horrible, honestly. He had 2 TDs, he had 2 interceptions, but you could just tell he was not comfortable back there. And why would you? The Cleveland Browns are not a good team. I'm
They
sorry.
are not. They are
Period.
not, Martian Time. But I will point this out. There's only two other teams that hung 30 points or more on them. And one of them being the Ravens,
Mm-hmm.
the other one, the Detroit Lions. Those are two Super Bowl
True.
contenders from last year. And possibly by the end of this year, I know the Detroit Lions are
The
definitely a
Lions
Super
will
Bowl
be,
contender.
but I don't know about the
They
Ravens.
The Ravens, they're still in question. They're caught in that NFC, AFC juggernaut over there because there's a lot of crap going on in the AFC that I don't know how to peg it. And the New England Patriots are one of them.
Listen, man, they're first in the AFC East now. They're leading the Buffalo Bills.
Yes, they
I'm
are.
excited to see it. It's gonna be a fun year, man. I want to see what happens. But I'm kind of disappointed because the Patriots don't deserve it. I'm tired of it. We Miami Dolphins fans need some help. But
but
let's move on. Let's move on.
you have to admit this though, March time. Before we move on, you are a Mike Rabel fan. You are a Mike
I
Rabel
love
fan.
Mike Vrabel.
I know
That was
you
the
do.
dumbest decision ever from the
For my
Tennessee
Tennessee
Titans. I'm
Titans,
still
I knew
annoyed
you
by
were
it.
gonna say.
Man, me and Jeff were talking about it this afternoon. Actually, I'm still annoyed by
That's
that.
got to be the dumbest move in the history of the Tennessee Titans,
I can't, man. That's just. But let's jump
besides
into the
ruining
next.
Cam Ward's career.
Listen, we're we're
Who's
talking about
the
another
next game, man?
high-scoring game, Donnie Mac.
Let's do it.
We're talking firepower, Donnie Mac. But your Bengals, they didn't end up on the win.
They
They
did
ended
not.
up losing to the New York Jets.
The
The only
winless,
winless New York team
the winless New
has
York
won
Jets.
their first game on a trick play, which was pretty cool. Mason Taylor went up and got that ball, man. Listen,
Tight end.
JT's kid,
Gotta love
he
him.
looked pretty good. So,
You know,
what did you
Martian
think,
time.
Donnie? Come on, come on,
I
come on.
don't feel indifferent about it at all. I really don't, because this is the Bungles, and these are my Bungles, and I've been watching them for years. You know, I love them. You know how I feel about them, and I'll root them on to the end. I didn't get to watch this, but I'm glad they put up 38 points against the New York Football
They
Jets
did.
because that's supposed to be a good defense too. Yeah, they don't have an
It really
offense.
hasn't been very well this year,
And
but
it
it's all right.
hasn't been, but they're still stout there. If they had any kind
They
of hope
are.
on the other side of the ball, like we were just talking about Miami Dolphins, they had any kind of hope on the other side of the ball, maybe that would give them some kind of confidence in fighting forward. But I'm glad to see the Jets and Aaron Glenn to get this win. You know, finally, through 7 games, it took him 7 games to win this one. Joe Flacco and the gang, they're going to be all right going forward. We know Cincinnati Bengals has got a defensive issue, and that's why
They
the
do.
Jets put up 39 points against them.
They
You know
have
what
a
I mean?
bad one.
And we know that the Pittsburgh Steelers got a defensive issue. That's why the Green Bay Packers put up 30 points against them.
Yep.
So, I mean, we saw that in the first game of the year. We kind of judged that, seen that coming, Marshentime. I'm not holding out hope for the Bengals to make the playoffs. Just put it that way.
But you got
Just
Joey
put it that way.
Flacco, man. I mean, he came back even hurt.
And I love it.
He even came back hurt, and he tried to play and win that game for you.
I love that guy. I love it. I love him. He's an Iron Man, Joe Flacco, 40-some years old, still out there hanging his hat and throwing darts, man. That's what he's doing. He's throwing dots.
I love Joe Flacco. I will admit. Donnie Mac, what's the next other game you want to talk about?
Next game I'm going to talk about, the team we've been low on, Marshentime, Texans. 49ers
I knew that
Texans.
was coming.
You knew it,
like
baby.
It, Donnie Mac.
This was a turning event right here for the Texans. Right here, I'm going to tell you this right now. They got themselves an identity now. They played some defense. They focused in on one thing they needed to do, and they did that. They held CMC to 25 total offensive yards. When's the last team that done that? It was 2009.
Here's my problem, Donnie Mac. Let's hold up right here, though. Let's hold up. McCaffrey only had 8 carries in this game.
How many targets he had?
Unacceptable.
How many targets?
Unacceptable.
How many targets he had? They got behind.
I don't care how many times. I don't how.
Well, that's how he gets a lot of his volume, Marshentime. That's why you need to care. That's why you need to care how this happens, because he could have had 12 targets in that game, Marshentime. That's how he gets a lot of his offensive yards. He's a scrimmage leader. I don't care who it is. Okay, he'll catch 6 balls a game. His over and under on that game was 5.5 receptions, Marshentime. That's how much volume he gets in receptions on the year. He's leading all running backs in receptions. I don't care who it is. He's got him by at least 5 receptions.
He only had 5 targets.
No,
5 targets.
That means
you're
Houston.
talking. That means you're talking about
Houston
CMC getting 13 touches if he caught all of his targets, which he did not.
That means Houston had their number.
Unacceptable, Donnie Mac. I don't care who
matter.
you are. That's unacceptable.
It doesn't matter. Through the first 6 weeks, it was acceptable, right? But all of a sudden, he got shut down, and it's unacceptable. Houston got their identity back. They played some defense.
Whoa. You cannot say the whole year it's been acceptable, because he hasn't had that. He's had almost 17 carries a game and over 8 targets a game.
Okay, were you there watching the game? Did you see how it was going? Did you see the stacked boxes?
I did watch a little bit of it.
And how they were playing?
I did watch a little bit of it. Because they threw the ball 32 times.
Shanahan knew that if he gave it to him, it was going nowhere. They were playing from behind most of the game. Actually, 90% of the game they were playing from behind, so they had to go down the field. So defense comes into play there. They had CMC's number. They couldn't give it to him because it was already notoriously snuck out. Okay? You got DeMeco Ryans on the other side of the ball. Watch that. Okay? They were playing from behind. You can't run the football and play from behind. You can't do that.
You're talking about 16-7 going into the third quarter.
You're talking about playing from behind with Matt Jones at your fucking quarterback.
Matt Jones has played great this year so far. So don't give any of that. Don't give me any of that garbage. And that's exactly the point, though.
If
Mac Jones is your quarterback, what do you want to do, Donnie Mac? I want to hand it off to the guy.
The defense.
I don't care how I hand it off to him.
The defense
I'm going to give him the ball.
The defense got the number. There's a blueprint. Hey, Mr. Blueprint, what's the pull up a blueprint? There's your fucking blueprint right there.
Out of your mind.
There's your blueprint. DeMeco just gave it to you. Who do they play next week? I bet you the same shit happens.
I bet you it doesn't.
I bet you it does.
I bet you it doesn't, because it's the New York Giants.
They just lost a running back. It's still, you know what? I bet you they still put that same pressure on. I bet you they still do that.
Donnie Mac.
They ain't gonna go for that, dude.
This was unacceptable. I'm sorry.
That's the blueprint. Unacceptable or not?
This was not that bad.
But through the first 6 weeks, you thought it was acceptable. Everything was acceptable. But now he got shut down. It's unacceptable.
I have never said giving CMC 11 touches in a game is acceptable. Because that's never happened.
They had his number. You're not listening.
I
They
know
were a
what
lot.
you're saying.
They were
But they
better
did
than
not.
CMC. So you could
Oh,
not give
Donnie
the
Mac.
ball to CMC. They were
I'm
better than
sorry.
him.
Donnie Mac,
They
here's
lost.
my question to you.
He was not the better. The defense was
Hang on.
better than CMC.
Here's my question to you.
Here's my answer to you. The
You
defense was better than
you haven't
CMC.
even listened to
Move
my
on to your
question.
next game,
You
buddy.
have no.
Move
You
on to
got
your
to answer
next
this
game.
question.
They
If you have
lost.
the
That's
best
the
player in the
blueprint.
league, what are
That's
you
the
going to do?
blueprint. That's the blueprint.
What are you going to do? If
You're
you have
going
the
to
best
do
player
what
in the league,
D'Amico Ryans did and shut his ass down. That's what you do. That's a blueprint.
that's not a blueprint, Donnie Mac.
Move on.
It's not a
Move on.
blueprint.
Move
Because
on.
here's
You're
the
wasting
problem
your
with this.
valuable breath.
Next
buddy.
week, CMC, I guarantee you will have over 100 rushing yards, and he'll have over 20 carries.
There you got it. Guaranteed from Marshentime. He
Guaranteed.
might have 20 carries, but that shit ain't going over 100 yards.
He's going over 100 yards guaranteed, Donnie Mac.
Not rushing, he won't.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed he's going over 100 yards.
Yeah.
But listen, we'll let it slide because I'm going to show it to you next week.
You ain't
on
letting
Sunday.
nothing slide.
It's
He
going
got
to show
shut
it off,
down.
man.
Houston shut his ass down.
He got
Shut
shut
him
down
down.
because he only had 11 targets. He
Shut
had
him
11
down.
touches. Unacceptable.
Shut him down.
Unacceptable.
Shut him down. Shut
Unacceptable for 11 touches.
D'Amico Ryans, defense.
Unacceptable. We're
Shut
going to
him
Packers
down.
Steelers. Packers Steelers.
One guy
Sunday
couldn't
night
beat
football.
him.
Donnie
One
Mac.
guy couldn't beat him.
Sunday night
He
football.
proved it. Finally got a real defense.
Where's my flag at? I'm going to throw it at this guy.
Finally got a
guy.
real defense.
Yeah, this guy. Just ignore him. We don't listen to Donnie Mac here. We go Packers Steelers, Donnie Mac. We're going Jordan Love against his predecessor, Aaron Rodgers. Donnie Mac. Jordan Love looked like a Hall of Famer in this game.
And then they lost to Cleveland 2 weeks ago, so that doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me.
That was like 4 weeks ago. But
it doesn't matter, and the Steelers did the same shit. So let's wrap your mind around this. Okay, is either one of these teams true contenders? I mean, are they fakers or are they makers?
I don't know.
Answer
That's
that.
the problem.
Answer that, because last night
can you answer that about any NFL team right now? That's the problem.
Yeah, I can. I can tell you the Buccaneers will be in the playoffs. They're not fakers. I can tell you Kansas City will be in the playoffs. They're not fakers, okay? I can tell you that the Denver Broncos will be in the playoffs. They're not fakers, okay? I can tell you a lot of those. I can tell you the Detroit Lions will be in the playoffs. They're not fakers.
Green Bay will be in the playoffs.
Okay, that's what I'm asking you. You asked me,
and
I gave you half a dozen teams that will be in the playoffs. But that's what I want to know.
Listen,
now, what about the Steelers? Are the Steelers going to be in the playoffs?
No, the Steelers are going to fall flat on their face in a couple of weeks. I've been saying that for over and over. Aaron Rodgers is a virus in the locker room. This guy causes issues in the locker rooms. He thinks he's God's gift, which he's not anymore. He doesn't have the talent that he used to have. I'm sorry people don't like that opinion. It's my opinion. He's not the guy. He calls out his people. He said DK Metcalf, who's probably his only good receiver, and I'm not going to say this on air because it's not really a good word, but go back and watch it.
You don't know if he was directing that to him. You don't know that.
I think Donnie Mac, we all know what he was directing.
That's just what the tabloids caught and pictured. Think about that.
Oh, Donnie Mac.
That's
come on
just
now.
what the tabloids caught and pictured.
Donnie Mac, give me your honest opinion. Do you think it was about him?
I can't.
So what about when he got up and pushed his lineman and got mad at his lineman?
Oh, for tackling him?
Oh, come on. Yeah, they were
He's
having fun.
He's a 390-pound defensive lineman and just tackled him.
As an offensive lineman. It was the guy protecting you. It was your offensive lineman.
Dude.
The guy who puts his body on the line to protect him.
He's 41 years old. This guy just tore an Achilles heel. Are you kidding me? You want some guy 380, 90 pounds tackling you? Hell no. Not for no reason.
Listen. No reason. They just had a big play, man. Come on.
Yeah, it's a big play. That doesn't
We're having fun.
Pancake me. You know how weird that is, Marshentime? That's never happened to Aaron Rodgers in his entire career until just then.
I don't know about that one, but
yeah, maybe. I do know about that because you ain't never seen that shit before. Not to a quarterback, not one that's getting paid. Well, him's only like $11 million, but most of them's $160 million.
Like I said, man, I don't know, but you know what?
Come on, man. Come on,
No,
dude.
he is not the guy, man. He's not a leader anymore in the locker rooms.
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. In your defense, in your argument there, Aaron Rodgers has cost them the last two games.
And he's going to
The
keep
last
costing them.
the last two games they've played, Aaron Rodgers has cost them those games. I will say that.
Listen, there's one other game that we need to talk about, though, Donnie Mac.
Okay.
Titans, Colts.
Why do we have to talk about that?
Are the
Really?
Colts a real deal team?
Yes, I think they are. I think they
Seven?
proved that. They played
mean,
the Titans. Yeah, we don't get a
That's the
real good
thing.
judgment from that one right there. But the way they roll, the way they carry themselves as a team, it doesn't matter who they play. The Chargers, it doesn't matter who they play. Run the same system. They play the same
Yep.
style. They play the same defense. And guess what? They win. They win football games. And right now, it's kind of hard to call them fakers when they're as good as they are, man. It's
And
really
they've
hard
only
to
lost
do that.
one game this year. That
One
was to
game.
The Rams.
And the Rams has lost to the Cleveland Browns. Wait, maybe that was
telling you, man.
preseason.
I don't know.
That might have been preseason.
There's been some crazy losses, crazy wins.
That was definitely
Football
preseason,
has
guys.
been-
Take that back.
Unpredictable this year. Let's be honest.
But you know, I'm with you on that one, Marshentime. And just like we could see the Commanders beat the Kansas City Chiefs tonight. That's
good
always a possibility.
But no Marcus Mariota will be starting tonight. No.
Yeah,
Jake
he will be
Daniels.
starting. Yep.
What do you see in this game tonight?
This game right here, Marshentime, I pretty much summed it up when you said that. No Jaden Daniels or Marcus Mariota. They're going to do a lot of the short routes. His defense is too good. Andy Reid's too good. He knows what quarterback's coming to him. He knows his tendencies. This could be more like your Bills game, your Bills and Panthers game tonight. And I hate to say that, your 40-9 type game. This could end up something like that.
That was an insane game.
It could end up something like
Allen,
that.
James Cook. Whew.
Unless, Kansas City comes in half-stepping, and I don't think Andy Reid's got them half-stepping today, man. I think they know what's at stake. They're watching their division. They saw what happened over the past week. They saw what happened on Thursday night. They saw what happened on Sunday, and they know they cannot give up a win anywhere. Andy Reid should have these guys ready, man. I'd give up the points and take Kansas City.
10.5, Donnie Mac.
10.5, yes, sir. I was guessing 10, but it went up to 10.5.
Ooh, that's a big jump, man. Listen, I like it. I like seeing what you're saying, and I love...
Especially with Rashid Rice back, that running game, Pacheco, Hunt, that play
true.
action, Xavier Worthy. It's all too good, man. You're about to see a methodical dissecting tonight.
Methodical. All right. Listen, we watched Kansas City last week. They absolutely demolished the Raiders, but, that was the Raiders, let's be honest.
That was the Raiders.
This is going to be a little bit better defense. You're playing against a little bit better
This is a Dan Quinn
team.
defense. Yes, sir.
But, here's my thing. Washington has not been able to run the ball very well. They have this promising rookie coming in. We thought Jacoby Crossett-Merritt was going to be one of these guys, stars.
Yep.
He looked amazing in preseason, but he has not done it in the NFL yet. He's had one or two decent games. He hasn't really had that breakout game yet that we were waiting for. This could be that opportunity. We've seen Kansas City the last couple of weeks have not been great against the run. You got to rely on the run. You got to rely on the read option right here. We know Marcus Mariota can run. I think you have to rely on read options with Jacoby, with Marcus, and Debo. Put Debo in there. Let's throw all three of them. Let's run a wild cat. If they run the ball more than 40 times tonight, Washington may be in this game. I don't think it's going to be enough to beat Kansas City, but they may stay in this game enough to cover the spread.
Yeah, just what scares me is the defense for Kansas City and Mariota. I mean, just a couple of times that we've seen him play, we've seen the tendencies to turn the football over. Kansas City's pretty good at that. Marshentime, I hope it's a better game than what I think it's going to be, but I'm riding with KC. I'll give up 14.
No, I mean, 14? Whoo! Donnie Mac going big. I like it. Going big, man. I like it.
I'm sorry.
Right. Well, while we're there, while we're talking about these bets, over under 240 for Patrick Mahomes. What do you got? You got it over, you got it under?
I got Patty going over on the 240. I think
Over on 240.
he's gonna be right at that 230 mark going into the fourth quarter, and he's gonna hit a bomb for no reason.
A bomb for no reason. All
No
right.
reason. Rasheed Rice down the sideline for about 45 yards.
Okay. All right. What about Isaiah Pacheco over under 48 rushing yards?
That's going to be tough right there. I mean, he's been pounding the ball. He's been getting the carries. He's been getting that 11, 12. They get that passing game going. One thing Dan Quinn's going to want to do is stop that rushing game. If they get that going, it's
True.
going to screw up his whole defense. So I'm going to take him under in this game. However, Kareem Hunt, whatever he's at, I will take him over.
Kareem Hunt is at 18 and a half.
I will take him over. He will get
Ooh,
that in
okay,
his first
okay.
4 carries.
4 carries. Okay. We're going to go into some receiving, Donnie Mac. Is Terry McLaurin back?
Hey, Terry McLaurin will be playing tonight.
Ooh, that's a big boost. I didn't
It
know
is.
that. But Donnie Mac,
Terry.
we're going with Taylor Swift's fiance, Travis Kelsey, over 41.
Over 41, man. If he's got a reception line, I would go with that one. If he's got a touchdown line, I would go with that one. Take him over a touchdown, or take him
Three and a
over at
half
least.
receptions,
Take
41
him
and a
over
half
three and a
yards.
half. Take him over 3.5, or take him with a touchdown because he will score tonight.
Ooh, but so you're not saying yards though. You're not counting it. You're not.
I'm not counting yards. I'm
Oh,
not
okay,
counting
okay,
yards.
okay.
It's receptions or touchdowns.
What about Debo Samuel over 50 on rushing, receiving, total yards over 50?
I like Debo in this game. Mariota showed that he's his guy, but like you said previously, Dak Prescott stuck on a couple of guys. Big money
True.
McLaurin comes back. He might get stuck on him. So I'm thinking targets. If Debo's got targets, if he's got, let's say, 4.5 to 5 targets, I'd take him over on that. They're going to need him in a
Ooh,
short
okay.
game.
I like it. I like it, Donnie Mac. You know, that's good adjustments, good choices. All right, Donnie Mac. Anybody getting your sack tonight?
Anybody sack side? Chris Jones. I think he takes down Mariota at least once.
Hear me out, Donnie Mac. I'm going old school, baby. Give me Von Miller giving me a sack tonight,
No,
man.
no, you
Give me
going
the
with the
Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Give me
Going
the
with
Von
Vaughn.
Miller getting a surprise sack tonight.
All right, I like it. I like it, man. And you know what?
That's my big one.
He's been very active on that defense.
He has.
He's been
Yeah.
very active. I like that pick. I love
So
that pick, actually.
I had to throw that in there, man. You know,
I love that
you know,
pick.
I had to
That's
do
a
it.
confidence pick right there.
I'm feeling it.
He's
man.
been
I'm feeling
very
it. I don't know why, but I love Vaughn, so I think he's going to come back. You know, he's had a couple sacks this year. I think he's going to get one tonight against Patrick Mahomes, which we all know Patrick Mahomes likes to make crazy things happen. I think he's going to try to make something crazy, and Vaughn's going to get the sack on him as he's rolling out trying to get escape.
Hey, you know, one thing that was bugging me since we talked about both of these teams, who do you think's the better team in the NFC, the Green Bay Packers or the San Francisco 49ers?
Oh, man, I think it depends on the week, honestly. You know, and that's
I meant to ask you that a few minutes
here's
ago.
my problem. San Fran has had so many injuries this year. I mean, it seems like everybody you look at is, oh, he got injured. Oh, he got injured. Oh, he got injured. Oh, he got
And
injured.
Shanahan keeps them rolling.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's. I think Green Bay has a little bit better defense than what San Fran has right now, so I would have to give it to the defense of Micah Parsons coming over to Green Bay. Just gives them that edge, and I think Green Bay would win in a tough game.
I just wanted to ask you that. That was just one thing that was irking me when we were talking about these 4 teams: Pittsburgh, San Fran, and Green
No,
Bay.
I understand. I like the question. You know, it's a good question.
No, it was,
So,
and Houston, obviously. But I mean, football is football. Marshentime. We got to talk about Thursday. We won't be back here by the time Thursday comes back. You were kind of on the bridge about win or lose. I'm not asking you that there, but what do you expect from your team going into this Thursday night? And what do you expect from the Baltimore Ravens going into this Thursday night?
honestly, I expect the old Dolphins to come back. I feel like that was a one-time thing.
Oh,
They
way to
just
be
they can't.
optimistic there,
Listen,
Martian
man.
time.
I
Way to be
love my Miami
optimistic.
Dolphins, and I hope it comes back. But I think this was everybody playing for their jobs kind of game. Everybody went out there trying to prove something to show that hey, we still got it. We can still play. We can still do this. And I think against the Ravens are just going to come out a little bit stronger, a little bit harder. I don't think I don't think anybody's going to sock Tua in the eye this time, so Tua's eye will be cleared up. So I think he'll throw a couple
Hey,
interceptions again.
and you will be in South Miami now. You will
We
be
will
at
be in
Hard Rock
Florida. We will be
Stadium.
south of Miami. Yeah, we'll be in Miami, and but the problem is Miami's home field advantage is the heat. They're not going to have any heat because it's going to be nighttime, Donnie Mac.
Not
Give
on
it to the
Thursday
Baltimore
night.
Ravens. They're going to come in. But now listen, if Lamar Jackson does not play, it could be a different story. Because we've seen what Snoop can do. Snoop Huntley's not the greatest. He's not going to be anything to beat you. If Lamar Jackson does not play, the Dolphins do have a chance of winning this game.
Yeah. I'm kind of indifferent on that one. I think it's going to come down to one thing, and one thing only. Uh, Snoop or Lamar plays. If Miami plays that defense and stops that run right there and gives their offensive shot, and they get on the board before the Baltimore Ravens, we're going to see a different game at home. I think that's what. I think that might be a possibility, even if they get down 7-0. They're going to see how well their offense is doing, and they're going to come in with some spunk, man. They're going to have Tyreek on the Twitter there rooting them on like he was last week.
he was going off, man. Where are all my haters at now? Where are all the haters at?
But I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins with the upset, the early upset,
Mm,
23-20 at home.
mm. Well, you know what, Donnie Mac? I hope you're right. That's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna bring a jinx in anything. Donnie Mac, though, before NFL starts off, let's talk a little bit NHL right now, man.
Let's do it,
What have
man.
you
Let's
seen
do it.
so far that you like?
What I'm saying, dude, I'm telling you what. There's only one place I'm looking at right now, Martian time,
And I'm
and
guessing
that's
it's
in the
probably New
Western
Jersey.
Conference. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm looking, dude.
It's
Hey,
insane, isn't it? Who would
how do
have
you?
thought the Devils would be 8-1 right now? What is
Really?
going on?
I mean, what's going on right now? And it was the Eastern Conference. I don't even know why. You're looking over at the Western Conference. This is kind of weird too, but yeah, yeah. Look at Mammoth and the Avalanche right now. Look at
True.
Mammoth,
Yeah, the Mammoth are doing something crazy.
the Mammoth, an inaugural team. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? A new
starting
team
off
to
strong.
the NHL. Martian
7
time.
in a
That's
row.
pretty cool to see. That's pretty cool to see
Yeah.
now. That's kind of what's opened my eyes more than New Jersey. New Jersey's actually coming out the trenches. Their defense is absolutely phenomenal right now. Uh, but Mammoth has really surprised me, Martian time. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Mammoth have really played well. They've scored a lot of goals. Their offense has been pretty much unstoppable against whoever they play, and their defense is doing enough to do it. I mean, they're not like they're the best defense in the league. They're not like they're the strongest team, but they're doing their job. And then you got the Atlantic Division when you got the Canadians who are doing pretty well, honestly, as well. Even the Detroit Red Wings are starting to look good. Their defense is
There you
not
go.
looking as strong. The Florida Panthers are still looking like that team who, if they make it in the playoffs, you don't want to play them. Um, but one thing I want to know about Donnie Mac, the Lightning. We're talking about a team who has been in the playoffs the past couple years, but they're looking abysmal. Like they're
Yeah.
they're they're not scoring. They're allowing a lot of goals. What do you think about the
Eh,
Lightning?
Well, they got a -4 differential. That's the biggest deal right there.
Hmm.
Differential in scoring is -4. You're going to have a losing record. They're 3-4. They got the last two wins under their belt, but it's a long season. I see what you're saying right there, but there's some concern to see on the front line there, Marshall. Time, you're right. They're not getting the strikes. They're not getting the looks at shots on goal that they need. It's just not happening. They're not putting it in the net for what reason? Why I don't know what it is. It can't be scheduling because they haven't come up against the strongest defenses in the league yet. So I mean, I mean, they did play Pittsburgh or the Panthers. They did play Florida Panthers,
Yeah.
but Marshentime, yeah, there's some room for concern there. They've picked it up the last couple games. They got the last two. Let's see what they can do from there. But a -4 point differential, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Not in
Yeah.
the
I mean,
NHL. Not when you
they,
got Detroit and these, the Canadians in your same division with +6 differential. Detroit was a bad example because I mean, they're hanging in there.
yeah. I mean, they're doing enough to win. And
They're
their
doing
defense
enough
is
to win.
looking good. But Donnie Mac, I know there's one person you really want to talk about because I already seen him get in a fight this year.
Dude, he took on the wrong guy the other day. Did you
Dude,
see
he
that?
really did. He took in probably the biggest guy I've seen in the NHL. And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, what in the
Matt
world is
Rippon,
wrong
dude.
with you?
I give it to you, brother, dude. But man, who was it? The Flyers? The guy from the
Yeah,
Flyers, right?
yeah.
The
He's huge,
enforcer is
man.
what they call him, and he called him out pregame. He called him out pregame before they hit the ice marks at time. That was a bad idea. He took the
That
blunt
was
end of that mess
stupid.
right there.
That was not a good idea, man.
That was not a good idea.
I could not understand that. I was laughing so hard though, man. I'm like, this is Donnie Mac's guy right here, man. He's already going at it. He was going right with it. It was just awesome, man. He was
Ryan
awesome to
Reeves,
me.
that's who it was.
Yeah, I mean, this guy he's not like he's a huge guy, but man, he was ready. He wanted to fight. It was just so
Did I
stupid.
tell you what? It was San Jose. It was for the Sharks, not the Flyers.
That's
It
what it
was
was.
for the
San Jose.
Sharks. But I tell you what, Marshentime, and I'm looking at this video as
Uh,
we speak about it right now. I'm looking at it right now, and he called him out before pregame. That was a bad idea, dude. That
that's
was
just dumb. Like,
yeah, it is dumb. It's very dumb. I'm looking at it. That
I
was
just don't
something,
understand
dude.
some people. Like, you know what? I mean, you're talking about one of the biggest guys in the NHL. And you're going to go and call him out and go try to take this guy out. And honestly, I mean, he held his own. I'm not going to say he didn't hold his own, but it was hilarious. I thought
And
it
you
was
know what's
really funny
funny
to
about
watch.
it is they're not even in the same conference. They're
No,
not even in the same
they're not even.
conference. They're not in the same division. There's nothing. There's no ties to this fight at all. He just
No.
saw him. They said something, and he said, "Okay, it's what's up, and we're gonna do this." And he
Oh,
asked for
man.
everything he got. He asked for.
Yeah, the Rangers, though, I think they got to do some work, too. They got to figure something out. So
Yeah,
it's
they're
going to be
gonna have
interesting
to.
to see.
San Jose is not looking too much better neither on that same
True, true.
aspect,
That's
but.
a very good point.
But I'll tell you what, a couple of teams that's following up, and one team I'm going to say is Winnipeg. Winnipeg 6-3, man. They
Yep.
did lose their last one against the Avalanche. I believe it was the Avalanche, but Winnipeg is following up after their playoffs. Strong performance, man, coming back. I love to see that. That was one of my teams I wanted to see last year in the playoffs. March time, you saw that. Yeah, I was rooting on that Canadian team to pull it off, but they didn't. They're making a strong comeback this year, and their goal differential is next to none. Um, one of the other teams is very surprising coming back. Hurricanes. You see the
Yeah,
Carolina Hurricanes?
yeah.
Yeah, quietly hanging
Listen,
at
man,
the top of
the
that division
Hurricanes have
right there.
been there. They know what they're doing. I feel like the
They
Hurricanes are
do.
going to make the playoffs. They're going to make the run in the playoffs like they always do. And don't count them out. Like, don't count out the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, they'll be deep in the playoffs again this year, and I can't wait to see that.
Anything else, Donnie, man, we want to talk about NHL or before we get ready for some NFL football?
Real quick right now,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk a little bit quick NBA action right now. What do you think about your boy
NBA.
Victor Wembanyama? What do you think about
Oh
what this
my
guy's
God!
doing right
Don't
now?
give
Huh?
me my boy,
Ah,
Donnie
ah,
Mac. Go
ah.
ahead and
What,
go
what,
ahead and say
what do
it.
you think?
Go ahead and
What do
say
you
it, Donnie
think?
Mac. Bring it out. Go ahead. Hit it with
I
it.
just want to
Hit the
say,
Victor
man.
Wembanyama speech, man. I know
I,
you
I
love him.
just want to
Hit
say,
it. Hit me with it, man.
this
Come on. Come on. Hit it. Hit it.
all his competitors are on the injured list, and this guy's still going strong. That's all I want to say.
I don't see his my card that I got of him for you, but He's over there somewhere.
I got a couple of them. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but is yours
I got a
PSA
couple of
10
them.
City Edition? Exactly. I don't want to hear it, Donnie, man. You know, I know you
I
love
got
that
a
card.
couple
Oh,
of them. Don't
I know
worry
you
about it.
loved it, man. I know you loved it, though. I was trying to bring it
You
out and
got
show
one.
it, you know?
I got 12.
But do you have the real City Edition, Donnie Mac? You don't have the real
I've got a
City
City
Edition.
edition.
Yeah, but it's
I
not
got
cool
one
like mine.
before.
It's not cool like
I got
mine.
one before he was a part of the city.
Before he was a part of the city? I like it, Donnie Mac. I like it, man. Listen, no, I love what Vic's been doing. He's been doing his thing, and he's been doing really well at doing it, so I can't say anything about Victor Wembanyama. He's
His team's undefeated, too, by the way. His team's still undefeated, by the way.
There it is.
Yeah, that guy right there.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah, I know.
And his running teammate might be the rookie of the year, and Dylan Harper.
Dude, if he wins, you know it would be 3 years in a row for the Spurs to win.
In a row, dude.
That would be insane. But listen,
Cooper Flag looked like he's got something to say about it over there at Dallas.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna say something, but
except for the first game when he saw Victor.
You know what I mean? He's still listening. It was his first game though, so you gotta give him a little bit of a break.
Hey, he got his numbers, but he got.
All I gotta say is my guy is
Vic.
already averaging a triple double. So you know what? What can I say?
Your guy.
You know who it is. You know who it is.
Your guy. That's Shea Gilders-Alexander, guys. That's the MVP he's talking about.
That is definitely not
MVP
Shea, buddy.
He's talking about.
It is not Shea. But good try, Donnie Mac. We all know who it is.
And that's got to be the Crybaby Joker.
The Crybaby Joker, he says.
Crybaby Joker. That's him, right?
Shea can't even average 5 assists. He ain't going to get no freaking double-digit assists.
But you know what he did do? He won the MVP.
Oh, my God. Donnie Mac, before we sign out, though, there's one more thing we got to talk about.
One more thing.
You know what it is.
Do I?
It's the World Series, my friend.
It's
1-1, Donnie Mac. 1-1.
1-1.
Tonight. Who wins?
Marshentime. First of all, let's talk about the complete game that Yamamoto threw. I mean, good night. Last 20 batters, he retired. Good night, Marshentime. Man, this might be a positive thing for them. We were worried about the bullpen for the Dodgers, but when starting pitchers coming in like that, hey, they're getting all the rest now. You got Glasnow coming in tonight. Glasnow's a pretty good guy. He's a pretty good guy to have starting for you. Then you got Shohei starting in the following game right there, Marshentime. You got Max Scherzer going against Glasnow tonight. Who am I taking tonight? I don't know, Marshentime. This has been crazy. First game, second game, been crazy. Marshentime, if I had to pick one tonight.
Come on.
If I had to pick one
tonight,
to me. I'm going old school. Marshentime's word. I'm going old school. Give me Max Scherzer and that offense in the Toronto Blue Jays tonight.
I love it, Donnie Mac. Going old school, going experience. Donnie Mac, I love it. But you know what? Not so fast, my friend.
It's so fast.
It's going to be the Shohei experience. Shohei is going to hit 2 home runs tonight, Donnie Mac. No, he's hitting 2 home runs tonight. He's hitting double.
He can't do that until he pitches. He can't do that until he pitches. Stop it.
He's doing double home runs
tonight,
my friend.
Double
home runs tonight, Donnie Mac. Just watch, buddy. Just watch.
Is he hitting them off of Max?
Ooh, I think he hits one off Max.
He getting one off of Max. There you got it, ladies and gentlemen.
One off of Max.
Take Max giving over 1 home run on your parlays tonight. You see it right there. Marshentime, wrong as hell, but he's giving it to you.
Donnie Mac, give me the full series update, though. Who wins?
This one's going to be wicked. This might be the best World Series we've seen in a long time. This could go 7. After game 1 and 2, this could go 7. Just because I don't think the Dodgers pitching and the bullpen won't last that long unless they bring in the other old school guy. That's Clayton Kershaw. Okay? Scratch that. For the first time in 30 years, in 7 games, the Blue Jays win a World Series.
Ooh, 7 for Toronto. I like it, Donnie Mac.
7 for Toronto.
I like it, my friends. But again, I'm sticking with the Shohei, man. The Shohei
He's going with
is the way.
He's going with the easy money. That's what Marshentime's doing. He's going with the easy money. Go with the front runner. Go with the front runner, Marshentime.
Donnie Mac,
That's
it's
why I
Shohei
took the Blue
time.
Jays, because
It's
I knew you
Shohei
were a
time.
front runner. I knew
Shohei
I had
time,
to
man.
take the underdog because you needed the big dog.
It's
What are we
Shohei
putting on
time.
this Marshentime?
Listen, Donnie Mac, what do you
We
want to
gotta
put on
put
it?
something on it.
What do you want to
World
put on it,
Series.
Donnie Mac? I'm
We
in.
gotta put something on it.
I'm in.
Gotta
I'll
put
put
something
anything
on
on
it,
it right
man.
now. I'm taking Shohei in 6.
Breakfast burrito right now.
Breakfast
I'm
burrito. I'm in.
taking the Blue Jays on the series. You're taking the Dodgers on the
I'm
series.
taking the Dodgers,
Breakfast
man. I'm
burrito.
in.
Hey, just so you know, I don't want no Taco Bell breakfast burritos or anything like that. I want a good Fiesta breakfast burrito. Okay.
Oh, good. All right. Well, we'll get you a good breakfast burrito. Don't you worry, Donnie Mac. I'll get you a good one. But you know what? You're going to have
You
to buy
better
it to me when I get
get
back
ready.
from vacation.
Extra
I'm going to have to
sausage.
have it ready, man. That's all I'm going to say.
Extra sausage.
Extra sausage. Anything else you want to talk about, Donnie Mac?
That's it, Marshentime. We covered it, all 4 aspects of what we're talking about today, except for college football. But nobody wants to talk about that right now. Yes, Mr. Kelly, Brian Kelly did get fired, guys, just in case you didn't know. But he's still making $54 million, Marshentime. Take it away.
I don't even know what to say after that. It's insane. Norvell, you're next, my friend.
No,
sign us off.
Don't do it. No, don't do it. They're classy enough to wait till the end of the year. Right, Marshentime? They're classy enough. Until next week. Are we doing the new clock kickoff, Marshentime? We're doing the new clock kickoff next week. At noon. That's 863 Sports Park Live. At noon on noon o'clock kickoff. That's Marshentime. I'm Donnie Mac.